we now cross over to Pockets Hill Studios. But before we go there, let me just say that as you go through life, remember that it's not just about ideas, but it's about making those ideas happen. Those there are the words of Scott Belsky. On that note, let's now cross over to Pockets Hill Studios, where Kurtley is on standby.
At top of the morning it is to you. Thank you so much for staying with us here on a Good Morning Zimbabwe. We are tuned in to the third hour, and by every chance, we can't go any Friday without talking all things trending. And yes, today we have an exciting story to tell. This is a story about a festival, the first of its kind. Stay tuned for Trending with Kurtley. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Kurtley Gwindi, Kurt by name and not by nature. Excited to be bringing you all things trending. And yes, one of the things we bumped into this week is all things to do with the 263 Culture Fest. And we then got to hear that it's not just a culture fest, it's a culture hub. And this hub has everything to do with the youth, which is much to do with you, our viewership, as well as all of our fans who watch us from anywhere in the world. To discuss this and more, we have invited T-Mulla, also known as TAPFUMA Nzara, who is going to be speaking to us about this event that is taking place this weekend. But we also want to appreciate that this is a hub that is going to encompass all things to do with the culture of making sure that we expose. Yes, what are we exposing, TAPFUMA? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So the core of why we came up with this company is we want to amplify our own Zimbabwean music and our Zimbabwean creative space. That's the reason why we formed this company, is to take all of our various experiences in the creative sector and enterprise with the intention of exporting our own sound and our own voices.
Absolutely. And what have you done in the past that gives you the credibility for a voice to be heard amongst many of the people who are watching today and also have an appreciation of the culture as well as the hub?
So our company is formed by different individuals who have different experience in various sectors, and including the creative sector. I myself, I've been doing event management and film and TV production for 8 years or so, almost 9 now, and yeah, so now it's time to launch in Zimbabwe.
Absolutely. And if we talk about a background, TAPFUMA, we want to appreciate as well that when you are saying you are doing this 263, which is our area code in Zimbabwe, we also want to understand other area codes you have worked with, as well as something that gives you a space and time in which why now is the right time.
Okay, I've studied and worked in the States and in South Africa and in Botswana as well. So all of those codes, but I'm a plus 263.
Absolutely.
My name says it all.
Zimbabwe to the core.
To the core, to the heart. And if you follow my journey, I'm a very proud Zimbabwean, so I'm always making sure that people don't get it twisted in any way about where I'm from.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for me, this is an opportunity to land at home,
Absolutely.
to enterprise at home, to also bring back all the knowledge that I've gained from the different parts of the world that I've lived in and worked in and studied in, and share all of that experience and knowledge with my own people.
Absolutely. Let's talk about youth empowerment and appreciation of youth entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
How much young people are going to benefit from this? Our show is typically about the youth.
Okay.
And we want to understand who is going to understand this story from grassroots level.
Okay. So, like festivals, music events, and all of that are largely attended by the youth. What we're actually trying to really do and amplify and connect is the corporate world, government with the youth, by putting together events of this nature that unify everyone for various synergies and benefits that help all of them. So, you know, with this event, the youth get a chance to mix up with the corporates. We've got a lot of corporates that are going to have stalls and doing activations on site. So they get to know each other, they get to mix, they get to mingle, while at the same time enjoying, you know, the entertainment. There's a lot of small to medium enterprises that are going to benefit from this event. We've got a lot of different vendors. We've got you know, different companies that are involved to be part of the event, and so everyone gets to gain something from
Absolutely.
it, besides just the networking, but to actually enterprise and at the same time, you know, enjoy themselves and learn as well. So we've got so many artists coming from South Africa.
Yes.
So, you know,
we are talking about 31 people, 9 international artists.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because we want to appreciate a time in which promoters are not really doing the thing with regards to the right people. Why do you say that the 263 Culture Fest is going to attract more people and your voice is going to be louder than all these previous shows that have been previously underwhelming, some of them overwhelming, but mostly underwhelming in some circumstances?
I mean, shout out to everybody who's in the space, first of all. Event planning, event promotion is not an easy thing. And usually, if you don't have any corporate support, it makes it a lot harder.
Absolutely.
You know, so we are, you know, we're launching, and we've combined a lot of our own resources to make it happen. But the idea is to show, you know, the event attendees, the different corporates, what a really grand experience is. And
Absolutely.
that's what we have.
Let's talk about a grand experience on a larger scale. This is Zimbabwe we're talking about. We are saying visit Zimbabwe. How best can you send out that message through the 263 hub?
Yes, so we're promoting a lot of local and regional tourism at this stage, more international as we go along. Like, you know, we mentioned earlier, we've got 31 people flying in tomorrow into the country. That's 31 individuals from somewhere who are going to share their experience
Possibly
with
for the
more
first time.
people. Yes,
Yeah.
and that's, you know, of those 31 individuals flying in, a lot of them have got millions of viewers. So they are here to showcase our country to the rest of the world.
Absolutely.
So it promotes a lot of tourism, and, you know, ZTA as well is going to be part of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and then regional domestic tourism is also quite a big thing. So we've got some DJs from Mutare, from Bulawayo, from Gweru as well, who are part of our event, and that was strategic to make sure that we pull some of the people that, you know, that follow them in these cities. So yeah, we've got people coming in from Bulawayo, from Mutare, from Gweru. So, you know, guest houses and hotels in Harare benefit from that, transport, etc., etc., etc. So there's a big, you know, tourism initiative that's encompassed in what we're doing.
Big shout out to you, T-Mulla, with the Culture Fest. That is the Culture Hub, as he's put it. And most definitely, we are excited to be seeing a lot of this happening this weekend. Where do we find you, and how best can we connect with you specifically to do with this event as we go?
Okay, so we've got a website. It's called 263culturefestival.com. The event is at Belgravia Sports Club. Yeah, where tickets are being sold all over at liquor supplies. We've got a booth at the University of Zimbabwe.
Oh, yes.
Pariah, Booties Pharmacies.
Absolutely.
So tickets, and on the day at Belgravia Sports Club.
Absolutely.
So please do come in your numbers. It's a grand experience that's lined up, and it's not something you want to miss.
Absolutely. That is T-Mulla speaking to us. We wish you all the best in your event.
Thank
and we do hope that you will come in your numbers, as he said. And we are excited to be bringing you this trending story that we found on social media. Always excited to be bringing you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All things trending. That's the hot topics, the social trends, as well as everything that is happening in the media space. My name is Kurt Ligwindi. Kurt by name and not by nature, but my nature is always to cross back to the city of kings and queens. And I know Nyasha is on standby with more news. Nyasha, good morning once again.
Thank you very much, Kurtley, and the rest of the team at Pocket Hill Studios.